generator and use that turbine, so you can burn wood basically as your fuel, and it makes this sort of like mixture they call it wood gas, and so you can use wood gas to generate electricity at first until you can find a way to generate more petrol.
Cool. I read about this new technology that came out of Japan. Basically, you went out like camping, and so they use, I guess, hot water to generate electricity, and then they had like a USB plug on it, so you could bring like your iPhone and charge your iPhone while camp cooking or whatever.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's something I'm actually hopefully working on a patent with my father. Something very similar to that, but yeah, hot water exchange is something that we've been talking about, and it's actually a pretty well known technology at this point. It's growing in the United States. It's sort of hard to do on a small level, but on a massive level, like for instance, there's some public places are using the hot water exchange currently.
That's cool. I'm I don't think this is the first time we actually met before, but I'm going to school right now for architecture, so I'm kind of all into all that building and new technology. So.
That's really awesome. You should keep your eye on solar. There's new development in solar. I was doing research on it, where a kid came up with a nano cell, and so another guy has taken that nano cell and actually made the problem with solar right now is that you have to build this really gigantic cell, and it's a really expensive thing to build. So what he did was he took just one small nano cell and then a bunch of regular cheap construction products and made this laser-etched panel for the very top part. So you had like plastic sides that would help hold the heat in, and a laser-etched top panel, which was virtually just a piece of plastic that focused the sunlight into that center nano cell, so to help cheapen the product.
That's cool. Yeah, I just basically, because I'm going to BCIT, which is it's a very, very technical school right now. Well, I just finished up my second year, so I still have like a couple more years to go and whatever. But one of my final projects for building science was we had to do a net zero house. So we looked at different like life cycle analysis software and stuff, and definitely, like, one of the ways was you got to use geo-exchange, so like geothermal, super tight insulations, things like that, just to reduce the amount of energy going out and increase the amount of energy coming in, and gray water management and blah blah blah. And
nice.
But one of the things was that obviously there's only a certain amount of ways you can generate electricity. So I use PV panels. And what happened was, like, I did some research, and there's some technology right now in the States, based in California, that said roughly in the next 3 to 5 years that they would almost double the efficiency of the panels.
What's PV panel, just out of curiosity?
Oh, sorry, photovoltaics, so solar panels.
Okay. Yeah. I now I recognize the term.
Yeah, sorry. There's like solar heating, so that heats hot water for your house, and there's solar electricity that basically absorbs the solar energy as DC power, and then you have to put
You said solar electricity so it absorbs electricity as DC power?
Yeah,
can you forward me an email of that?
Well, that's how all solar panels work, is they absorb DC. But yeah, I can forward you the website in California.
Okay, I know that photovoltaic cells work in a certain manner in which they generate electricity from the sun.
Yeah,
using silicon to do that. So
yeah, they generate DC power. They don't generate AC, so you have to convert it to AC power. But yeah, cool stuff. How far are you in the PVE world, by the way?
Oh, like 15 or so. Just sort of messed around with the personal storyline stuff. That's actually really awesome.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I almost don't want to get into PvE because I know how much I'll love it. And I want to wait till...
answer the questions like the way you don't want to answer them, it'll still be fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you ever play the Star Wars MMO? The new one?
No, I did not actually.
There are some funny ways, like there's like the good and bad kind of like choices you could do. There's some pretty like obvious evil things you could do. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm where am I? I'm at the Delaney Foothills outside near Blackroot Cut or whatever. I don't know. Oh,
I'm sorry, my son's pissing me off.
noise. Oh, Queensdale.
Hey, have you ever done any research on thermal, like, absorption?
Like thermal mass? Like
Radiant heat.
Yep.
Absorbing radiant heat.
Yeah. We had a lot of we had a couple courses in green building principles, and I did some research on thermal masses. So you can use like water or concrete or something inside the home that absorbs the heat and gives off at night.
Yeah.
Or using joO exchange, which is basically having pipes of either water or air in the ground and below a certain depth, like at least 1 to 2 meters down or something. It's different than digging straight down like 50 feet, but it's more you get like 2 meters down, and then you make like an S kind of like setup where it's a bunch of pipes together side by side, and pull up to the underworld. Yeah, what was I saying? And basically, it exchanges the heat from either it goes one way, so either goes heat from the home goes out, so it's either too hot in the summer, or heat from the ground goes in, and then you can connect it to like radiant floor heating, just using like and then you can use like a heat recovery ventilator, which is kind of HVAC unit.
Neat.
Yeah.
I actually need to do some more research on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, and it's just oh, don't die.
Do you said using air? Were the pipes that you built buried, or that were buried? Were they filled with any particular gas?
Now that you mention it, it could be filled with gas. Or like the water could just be water. It'd be like maybe Freon or something. Or kind of like coolant, just in case it freezes.
Yeah, that would definitely be an issue. Especially with something buried, you definitely don't want it freezing.
Yeah.
Not enough crowd control with this spec. People just run the fuck away from me and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's one thing about Guardians, it's hard to chase. Unless you're using like the Great Sword or something. Oh god, it's an adex.
It's not a bad idea. Although the Great Sword sucks, maybe I'll get a hammer.
Adex is so strong.
Are you guys back in PvP?
No. I'm Nope, I died in God's Lot Swamp.
I'm really slow too.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Are you doing PvE right now?
No, I want to get out there and do some of that, but I'm sort of messing around, seeing if changing weapons might help me a little bit.
Cool. Cool. Love mine. I love how you just walk around the world and just something pops up. You're like, oh, I participated in something. Well, I didn't, but cool. Thanks for the XP.
Yeah, that is nice.
In that case, yes, coffee. That would be great.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, you want to take me out to the world, I'll go play with you.
Sure.
Although, I gotta admit, I haven't figured out how to get out of this place yet.
It's a big purple portal. Ew. Rally. Rally.
Seriously.
Oh god. Come so close to death all the time.
Doing PvE?
Yeah, PvE.
I'm just dodging that. I don't know. I guess the mobs are pretty simple. As long as you consistently move, they're sort of dumb. Although I guess they had to make it somewhat easy for people from all to level.
Yeah, because I'm this level's lower. I'm lower than the level here, like by 4 points.
You're 4 levels lower than the mob you're fighting? That's not a good idea.
Maybe that's why. Oh, fuck. Die shape.
Taking a few things like, I think 6 and 8 higher, but just one at a time. But that was like fucking, smack it and run away.
Come on, skill challenge. Give it to me.
Oh crap, I gotta go back and get weapons.
Yeah, different weapons for PvP and PvE.
Honestly, what I think it is and the reason I've always sort of known this about myself because I played hockey as a kid.
Yeah.
I have this what I call sense of timing, and in the arenas, the world doesn't unfold like it does in the games out in the real world. The real world, it's harder to kill people off because there's more people going on, there's more fighting going on.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I think
yeah.